that would need to be addressed. That, and it would also need to be closed when it's not in use.
So this door right here is to our gym. So when we check it, it should also be locked, but it is not labeled. It looks like it used to be labeled once upon a time, but that's no longer there. We can go check this other door and see if maybe it's labeled, but all of the doors should be labeled, not just one. So it's also not labeled. And then,
But it is locked.
as far as safety hazards removed from the area, these are potential safety hazards as well. You see the sharp edges and rusty and sharp down here as well. So. Okay.
So here's our parking lot, and this is where the staff usually park. So we come out of these doors for lunch, and we come around here into the recess playground area. So we would want this, because this is a frequent traffic area for children, so we would want that to have a gate on it when it's not in use. Another big hazard that I have to talk to my children about is this. This is a recycling bin, and as you can see, there's lots of rust on it and some sharp edges. It's made of metal, and so I do worry sometimes if my children put their hands on it that they could cut themselves, and maybe if they're not up to date on tetanus or something, that could be a serious issue.
And these fences here all go to, they have access to electrical and just the fans that power the filtration system of the school. So there, as you can see, there are many different gates. They should all be locked when they're not in use. But you can see this one here. It has a lock, but it's not currently locked. So we can either infer that it is being used currently, like maybe they're unloading things from the kitchen, or they just didn't lock it, which would be a safety hazard.
So this is one of the main entrances to the building, and it is the cafeteria. All of these doors should be locked and secure. During the day, there are children in here eating lunch all day long, and this is an access point to inside the foyer and into the building. So we would want these locked and secure at all times, and even after school. There are children in our after-school program in the YMCA, so we would also want to keep that safe and secure for them.
So, but you can see that these doors are not labeled here, and the direction, the manual says that all exterior doors should be labeled. So these doors would need to be labeled as well. And they're still in the process right now of dismissing some of our students. So that's why you're hearing a bus right now.
To put on the bus. It is not labeled, but we don't want to have cones popping doors up. It's better if people unlock the door as it's in use. So whenever she comes in, I'm going to lock the door. It is also not labeled that that's a cafeteria door. Safety precautions, all of the red curb right here of this is a fire lane. There should be no parking. This is also where our buses pull up.
And it does say number 218 G1 that the bus loading zone is visible from the main office or monitored by staff. Our loading zone is on the other side of the main office, so anytime children are loading the bus or unloading, we always have staff here to monitor that process. Another item on the list that we hadn't really talked about because we hadn't seen any like violations of it is 204G, the grounds. Windows have unbroken panes, so far all of the windows that we have observed are free from broken glass. So we're coming to more windows over here. You can look and see that they're all free from broken glass. As we're approaching up here, there is an electrical box, and 201G says that electrical panel access doors are locked. So we can walk over here and check to make sure that we cannot gain access to this box. And that is true. We cannot.
It's also a water valve. Don't know if that's supposed to be locked or not. That would be something we would need to look at.
So you can see that the front entry is free from graffiti. The glass has no broken panes. We would expect these doors to be locked right now because all of the children are gone, and so the instant that happens, they come and get locked. And so typically, this would be the only door during the school day that is unlocked, and it goes directly through a foyer to our secretary.
So we're coming up on a lot of windows. These are all of the office areas. It does say that the windows need to have shades for all the classrooms. These are not classrooms, but they do have shades.
So far the front of the building is free from debris or any safety hazards. The grounds look well maintained. There are no bushes that someone could hide behind. Everything is well maintained. There are some, as you get into the grassy area, there are some potential tripping hazards caused by roots and such.
We also have the fire lane going all the way across the front. This is where we unload children for their car riders. And so you can see where we have two different lanes, and the middle section is, we walk through there and we have a crossing guard that gets the children safely across.
So this vehicle here is currently parked in the fire lane. So, but there is a driver in the vehicle, and the vehicle is running. So that's not a violation of the fire code because there is a driver in the car still and it's running. So as these front exterior doors are not labeled or numbered.
But they are locked.
They are locked. And these, we are now starting to get into classroom windows, and these also do have blinds. As we're going around the front, you can see there is a drainage system out here as well. This big hill on the other side of the parking lot is considered our school property too. It is used, pretty much the only time children ever go out there is for a fire drill. So these are all classrooms as well, and they do appear to all have cover for them. Another exterior door. It's not labeled.
It does have good lighting up here. And all the windows have nice shades. No broken windows. Doesn't appear to be any tripping hazards out here. It looks really nice and well maintained. On the sort of side part of our building, this is where we call the sunshine room, and the back part of the building with the older children hallways.
Again, these doors are not numbered from the exterior, but they are locked, so that's good. Coming around here, you see that these branches are obstructing the walkway, which children do have to use for our fire drills. Some of these are thorn bushes, so rose bushes, so this does need to be trimmed.
And it does have berries. I'm not sure what kind of plant this might be, but these could be potentially hazardous if a little child got a hold of those.
So these bushes as well, these flowers here are taking up, you know, like a fourth of the sidewalk here. So that would be a tripping hazard for students who are exiting the building in a fire.
And here's some more rose bushes with thorns. Need to just have a little bit of trimming to keep them off of the walkway.
Another set of exterior doors.
Good lighting.
And well lit. So you can see that it looks like some classrooms are doing some type of science activity here. So some of it is well organized and tidy, but you see that some of the trash has blown out, so that does need to be cleaned up. That is considered debris.
We have more drainage right here for water flow. So this is our area that has free public Wi-Fi, and we are back around where we started with the original gate that we showed that was locked to the main road. And we do, since this is a public area, we do want this to be locked from the outside, because if children are playing inside the playground, we wouldn't want people to be able to have access to them if they stopped and used the Wi-Fi, and anyone in the community is allowed to use that.
Additionally, there is a camera on the exterior of the building monitoring this area because it is a more public area. We also have exterior cameras monitoring the bus loading and unloading zone and that parking lot. We do not have them, however, over the playground area. We do have them on the interior of the building facing all exits, but we have fewer on the exterior of the building. So I think that concludes our safety walk of the exterior of the building and our observations.
Thank you.